I don't know. What's up? What's up? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to RedLip Talk Podcast with your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and we are so excited. It's a little gloomy outside, but we're here today to bring that sunshine to you, right? That pink. That's why I wore my pink today, so we can have some brightness because it's a little overcast out there. But I'm excited for you guys to be viewing us today. And this episode is our 53rd episode on Red Lip Talk Podcast. We're at it. We're being consistent, persistent, and we're believing in God to do some great things with this podcast, which He has already been doing. And we're excited about that. What we have on today, this show is brought to you by Still Body. And we want to mention that. Thank you for sponsoring Red Lip Talk Podcast. We thank you so much. We have a lot going on actually on this week and actually what happened last week. Before I get into everything, I wanted to talk about the Pink Power promotion that we're going to have going on soon. So stay tuned to that. The Pink Power promotion is going to consist of a lot of promotional things, and it's only going to be for 12 businesses, and we're putting it out there. You actually will be able to come on a podcast. That's one attribute. A photo shoot, a marketing flyer from a graphic designer, which is my brother, great graphic designer. You're going to be able to do a voiceover for your business and have it played on a syndicated radio station. So we're excited about all that. And there's so much to be able to be on Spice Divas Beauty Bar platform as well as New Orleans Talk Network platform. And now we connected with ESPN with my boy Marlon Favorite on his podcast, In the Trenches. So there's a lot of things that we're looking forward to and we're excited about that's going to happen with this Pink Power promotion. And it's going to end with a Pink Power prayer. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And look, today I got my pink on, right? And we're going to end it with a Pink Power prayer. And we really want to cater to like the young girls, you know, and from the ages of like maybe 16 up to 30, young women. And maybe we can do some things because they really are hurting and they need us. So we're excited about that. Don't forget to book at Spice Divas. You know, book now. We had a great Mother's Day weekend. It was so busy in there. I'm gonna give a shout out to all the stylists that's in the building, along with the barber that's in there. Shout out to stylist Mocha Shanae, assistant manager at Spice Diva. Shout out to Keyshawn Dixon, celebrity stylist, manager of Spice Diva. Shout out to my boy Tyson, who is a barber along with an assistant in the salon, and he's a fashion designer. Shout out to Kikaya, who is our new stylist in Spice Divas Beauty Bar, and she fits in very well. We also had a sneak peek by Dee dropped in the building for this holiday season. Shout out to you too, Dee. And of course, every now and then we have my girl Brianna that rolled through and help us out every now and then. So don't forget to book with Spice Divas Beauty Bar. All of the amazing stylists and barbers there at Spice Divas. We have boots available. I think I have maybe one boot available at Spice Divas. So if you're looking forward to be with a salon or a business that have been in business for 17 years, you can come and be a part of our team. Most people that come, they don't leave like talking about it. So it's a good atmosphere, and we would love to have you there. I'm still offering senior services. I'm at the Suites of Algiers, and I'm excited about that. And if you have a senior facility or you need someone to go to come to seniors and cut their hair and stuff like that, I offer discount services for that, and it brings me a joy to do so. They're always so excited, and I always forget to send the pictures in of me doing it the week before, because y'all would laugh at how these seniors really love my services and how the connection is there, and I know it's a ministry from God. I gotta give a big shout out because y'all, I can't go without mentioning this. This is my daughter's graduation week. My girl superstar Bree Bree. I'm excited about you. She had a 2024 photo shoot. I can't wait till we get the great pictures. The pictures were done by Majestic. Shout out to you, Sean Johnston, for doing a great job all the way at Nicholls State University. That's just one little boop boop behind the scenes, but the pictures came out amazing, and we can't wait to see that. And shout out to our friends Casey and Savannah, who actually, I call her Sav, actually helped and catered and helped to my daughter. And it makes you feel good to see when your kids actually have great friends, and you see sisters really connect and stay together. So thank y'all for that. Don't forget to watch last episode 52, featuring a performance by V Storm, and you're gonna see Vanessa Ross in the building. We had the V's in the building on that day, and I was excited to see. And there was a performance that you guys don't want to miss. So if you have not tuned into episode 52, we want you to go back and view that. And up on the news, we have some things that's going on the current news that production definitely wanted me to talk about. What about this teacher who got suspended for letting students unbraid his hair? I'm just done with this. I'm done. They suspended this teacher for letting kids unbraid his hair. He videoed it, but this is the thing. I know it's unorthodox, because usually that wouldn't probably happen back in the day. But the parents of the school, actually of the students, signed waivers in the beginning of his class because he is a content creator. They signed waivers saying that he can post their kids. Their kids, but he still was suspended because he was having the kids take out his braids. That could have been. We don't know if that was a activity or something he had planned in this class. I don't know. He was getting free manual labor. I don't know. He was getting free labor, maybe. I don't know what it was. But I'm so sorry he lost his job on account of that. And that I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that he actually lost his job. Shout out to all the mothers. Yesterday was Mother's Day. I got to give a shout out to actually my mom, Lorena McAllen. Happy Mother's Day. She is fabulous. They're about to put a nice picture of you. See her right there. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and she's a survivor of breast cancer. I don't know what you guys did for Mother's Day. I have two more shout outs for Mother's Day. I got a shout out Mother's Day to my actual let's see what production I gave them through right there. Damn, right there. That's my grandmother. This is when she was a young girl, y'all. Look at those eyes. Look at that pigtail. Betty Jean Haynes. I miss her so much dearly. She's been gone, I want to say 22 years, but I miss you, Grandma. And I used to call her Mama, and she helped raise me from a little girl in the Desire Project. So, Mama, I miss you. I know you're in heaven smiling down, and I know you're very excited about Brianna actually graduating. As I think about it right now, makes me a little emotional because she didn't finish the 6th grade, and for me to get an MBA, going up to my doctorates, and Brianna to have her BA in maritime management, we're breaking curses and everything. So I thank God for that. Actually, a shout out to my aunt, which is her older daughter, my auntie Janice. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Thank you for the long talks, always listening to me and things of that nature. So I wanted to give honor where honor is due. Also, a big shout out, Happy Mother's Day to Dr. Beverly Smith. I want to say that to you as well, because you are a mother to everybody in the stylist industry, helping us to go forward and stuff. So shout out to you too. Happy Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to all of you. Happy Mother's Day to we have Sinder Coleman Miller in the building, and we're excited about what's about to take place on this podcast on today. We don't want y'all to go nowhere because she got some great information, some great community things that's happening. She's killing the game with marketing, and we don't want y'all to go nowhere. Y'all don't go nowhere. It's your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and you have tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Spice Diva.
Red Lip Talk. Red Lip Talk. Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea. Red Lip Talk. Girl.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the RedLip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk Podcast. Wow.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Get Glammed Up by Keyshawn. Tune into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Welcome back to Red Lip Talk Podcast. We are on episode 53, and I'm so excited who we have in the building with us today. We have the queen of marketing. That's what I'm going to call her. We have Sinder Coleman Miller, but you go by what? Sinder K.
SinderK.com.
That's right.
That's right.
She wants you to know SinderK.com.
Yes.
And I'm calling her the marketing queen of the South, of Louisiana, of ATL.
And you're the marketing diva.
That's right. That's right. So she has some amazing events that's coming on, that's going on actually this weekend.
This weekend.
It's actually Saturday.
Yes, actually Saturday. St. John Missionary Baptist Church.
Yes.
Pastor Grant.
Yeah, Orrin Grant.
Yes,
He's been on a
absolutely.
podcast.
Absolutely,
Yes,
So
yes.
they're having their McDonaldville Spring Fest.
Okay.
It'll be this, yes, and it will be also they'll have a health and a resource fair, large community event, and we're just inviting everyone in the community to come out. They're very excited.
Yeah.
They've been working really, really hard on it. We'll have food for seniors. We'll have entertainment for kiddies, food, vendors, about 30 plus vendors. So
Oh,
there'll be
wow.
a
A lot going on.
Yes.
Do you have spots available for vendors now?
We do. There's still a few spots available. So you can reach out to me at SinderK.com. You can go on my website or you can give me a call at 504-782-4629.
Oh, yes. So what I know they want to service the community. This is a effort to like bring awareness to people in the community. Is it a targeted market that they're doing, or is it just everybody?
It's everyone. It's just an open festival that they're having. It's an annual Spring Fest. This year we're doing a little something different because we know that it's so important that we all register to vote.
Yes.
So we will be doing voters registration.
Oh my God,
there, yes.
it is so important.
So it's vital. It's vital. It doesn't matter who you vote for, you have to vote.
Yes.
And so that's going to be a big thing, and as well as we know that our seniors in the community are suffering from food insecurity. There's just the groceries. We know that what the economy's doing, everything is high, and seniors are really suffering.
Yeah.
They're having to make a decision on whether to buy medicine or to buy groceries.
Yeah.
And we just can't have that in our community.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're doing on this day, we're going to have sponsor food for seniors. We also have a couple of farmers in the community that's going to be bringing free produce.
Wow.
We'll have free water there. So
Wow.
it's going to be a really big event for the whole community. We know that the church is located in the McDonaldville area.
Okay.
Okay, but it's not just for McDonaldville, where it's open to Algiers, to Gretna, to Marrero, wherever you are.
Okay.
If you can get there on
So wait,
Saturday.
educate me on McDonaldville. Where is that exactly? Like around what area? Is it like it's like West Bay?
It's a part of Gretna. It's on the West Bay.
Oh, okay.
But it's a community in Gretna. Yes,
Wow. See, I didn't know that. And that probably got somebody out there saying McDonaldville. They thinking they got to go
Yes.
far, far away.
No,
and they
no.
don't. Yeah.
So when you hear someone say McDonaldville Church or the McDonaldville pastor, you know that they're alluding to Pastor Orrin Grant.
Okay.
As well as the St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church, which is a historic church that's set in the community.
Okay.
And they've been doing an amazing work for, almost 50 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he's such a personality.
Oh,
He's
wow.
such a nice person.
Yeah.
A great presence to be around. And that's great that he's doing that for the community.
Yeah.
I know when he's on the podcast, he have a really love for the community.
Absolutely.
And with the tragedy that happened with his son.
His son.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's even more of a
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah, he's a mainstay in the community, and actually, his goal was to be here. Today,
Yeah,
but
I
some
know.
things,
Yeah.
personal things
Yeah.
came up, and so I'm here in his place. It's an honor.
Yes.
It's an honor. I can't step and stand in
Yeah.
his shoes, but
Yeah.
it's good to be here
Yes.
to represent
Yes.
Pastor Grant today.
So what all do you need for the actual? I know they're gonna put up the flyer soon, but what all do you need as far as the community? You just need people to come out, or is there anything specific more that you need for actual that day on May
Absolutely.
18th? And I think it's from 10 to 1,
From 10
right?
to 3.
10 to 3.
10 to 3.
Okay,
Yes,
10 to
absolutely.
3.
10 to 3.
Yeah,
Yes,
all
yes.
righty, all right.
The church, they've been magnificent. They've really been working. This is a church. This is a community church where when the orders are called, everybody move out.
Okay.
So they probably basically have a lot of what they need. Other than we need the people to come. We need the
So
support.
y'all need the people.
We need our officials, our local officials, to see our people moving in action to get things done.
Yes.
Our seniors, to know me is to know that I'm an advocate for seniors. There's just no excuse for food insecurity and homelessness.
Yes.
But when they see us move out and take action on our own to
Yes.
take care of our own people, then
Yes.
they're going to be prompted to do a little bit more.
Yes.
Because the expectation is going to be set high.
Yes,
So that's what we
Sinder.
need on Saturday. We need you guys to you don't have to stay the whole time, but just come out.
Come out
let
for
your
an
voice-
hour.
yeah, come out to support.
Yeah, just come out,
Support.
walk through, see, your presence. People can see you and everything else. And again, it's May 18th,
May 18th.
and it's from 10 to 3.
10 to 3.
So you have
and
enough
they'll also
time.
have a gospel choir. I forgot they're going to have
What?
a gospel stage. How did I forget that?
Yes.
A gospel stage there. So it's just really going to be a
A
phenomenal.
hallelujah time.
Hallelujah good time. Yeah, there. So it's going to be wonderful.
A hallelujah
Yeah.
good time. We want y'all to see the production
Absolutely.
is putting up the flyer right now. We want y'all to definitely come out. And then you're not hear or talk about the deficit with seniors as far as their food is concerned.
Yes.
And let's talk about seniors because that's near and dear to your
Oh
heart.
my God, it's so important. Now, and you asked the question, is there anything we can do?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's such food insecurity. I passed seniors today on the way here, on the corner, with holding signs.
Yeah.
And I tell you,
And most people
Pastor-
say it's mental illness. They
Thank
say
you
it's
very
that.
much.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mental illness will be addressed there. We do have a vendor there that will be able to give out information as to where people can go to receive counseling
Yeah.
and mental illness. I
Yeah.
think we're right in through here. We all can use a little therapy.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
yes, seniors, food insecurity is so high, even in the homes of caregivers, those who are taking care of seniors. We don't know that about 60% of caregivers or family caregivers are unpaid.
Yeah.
So they're in the home sharing an income with their seniors, trying to make ends meet. So this is why we want to take this opportunity to, get resources to the caregivers who are
Yeah.
taking care of the seniors. 'Cause
Yeah.
in order to take care of seniors, you have to take care of the caregivers. And then you have caregivers who are sandwiched in. Those are caregivers are mostly baby boomers. I would say between
yeah.
the age of 50 and 70. Not only are they taking care of their elders, but they're also taking care of their children.
Yeah.
Because people are now moving back home because of the economy. And those children that are moving back home have children. So you may have a household with 3 or 4 generations of people living in it. So that's why these type of events are not just something that we do. It's so important that you come to find out resources. How do we get our energy bills paid?
Yeah.
How can we get food?
Yeah.
How can we get free health care?
Yeah.
These are the things that are going to take place Saturday. And it's why it's so important that when you hear of these resource fairs and health fairs that you come out.
Yeah, and that's what I like too. I like the fact that you guys are not asking anybody for nothing, but just
No.
to come out to get all the free resources,
Right.
the food and things of that nature. We want y'all to come out on that day. And we're talking about like the seniors, and I wanted to target on that. You have an agency yourself as far as care therapy, right?
I do care
Yes.
therapy. My background is long-term care. That's
Yeah.
what my degree is in.
Okay.
Is in long-term care, and I have I had two adult daycare centers for 15 years.
Yeah.
And then personal care homes. So I've been on the long-term landscape for years and years.
Yeah.
That's my ministry.
So
That's my gift.
caregiving,
That's what I
really?
do. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, caregiving. That's why you understand so much
Oh, so
about what the
much.
caregivers need, because even having a daycare, I worked in that field myself.
Yes.
So even having a daycare, you see the caregivers that come in and give
Absolutely.
care.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. For every senior, there's a family. For every senior, there's a family, and the families go through so much. We know we all have seniors that are aging and they're getting older.
Yes.
And they're having a greater need for health care,
Yes.
a greater need for mental health.
Yeah.
Their Social Security checks aren't
enough.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
enough.
not enough.
And so there's a lot that's involved in taking care of seniors, especially when you made the commitment that you want to keep that senior in the community and
Yeah.
in the home.
Yeah.
We as a culture of people, we want to hold on to our people. We're less apt to take them to
Yeah.
institutions we want to keep them in the home. So with that comes a lot.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we look at is
You
that
talking about that. So let me tell you this before cutting y'all. But there was I do the seniors hair at the senior facility,
absolutely,
right?
yes.
So there was a woman, I did not know she was in there. I thought she was just visiting her husband, but she placed her husband. I remember when they did the intake, and I was like, "You're not a resident?" She said, "Yes, I am." She said, "It's more economically feasible
Yes.
for me to live here with my husband
Yes. Oh,
because
yes.
of the care and everything he needs than me be at home with him."
Right.
And I said, "Wow."
Absolutely.
It shocked me because I didn't know. I was like, "Well, I'm sorry, but I thought you were just
You thought-
visiting
yeah,
today."
yeah,
I thought you were just visiting.
The
But she was
other-
like, "I live here."
Yeah, it's so important, and it's good that type of situation, if you can work better, because a lot of times when seniors are living in the home with their caregivers, I cannot tell you over the course of my career that the caregivers pass away before they're seniors. This happens probably about 40% of the time.
Wow.
So you'll have a daughter
Cinder.
or a son who has stepped up to be the primary responsible caregiver for that parent.
Yeah.
But the stress,
Wear 'em down.
the loneliness, the isolation, these are all the things that take place with caregivers. So that's why, even though I have a ministry and a work for seniors, I also have an organization for caregivers.
Yeah.
To make sure that they survive.
Yeah.
Because many times they do not.
So your care therapy is based on helping the caregiver.
The caregivers.
That's your
Caregivers
target.
Program.
Oh,
But in
wow. I
helping
love
the
it.
caregivers, you're also gonna
Helping
help
the seniors. Yeah.
Yes. And there are organizations, Council on Aging, Jefferson Council has one, Orleans has one, Council on Aging that has services, respite services. That's one of the things that we're doing with my long-term care agency, the nonprofit side, is respite, meaning temporary respite for the permanent caregiver.
Yeah.
They need rest.
They need rest.
They need rest. And sometimes
They don't know when to take the rest
they don't
sometimes.
know
Yeah.
how. But
And
you
they gotta
know-
trust people. Some people that with this field, you gotta. Sometimes they don't want to take the rest because they want to be like, I gotta be here,
I have
be
to
here
be
24/7.
here.
I don't
Eyes
want
on.
nothing to happen. I gotta be here 24/7. I've
Absolutely.
seen
Yes.
that
Yes.
so
Yes.
much, and then they get worn out to the point, like you said, some of them don't even survive longer than the
Absolutely.
person that needs the
Absolutely.
care. Yeah.
But it takes a community. Respite is so important because the caregiver does not necessarily have to leave the home to get respite. Someone can come in to do the laundry, to be a companion to their senior.
I love
to
it.
prepare the meal while the daughter or son
Is there.
in the household.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to release.
Yes.
I call it a circle of care. When you're taking care of a senior, it takes a circle. It takes the family. Everybody can do something. Everyone's not, able to stay there with mom, but somebody can do the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Somebody can do the laundry. Somebody, you call in the pastor, call in the church.
Yeah.
So you bring in a community, a circle of care that will give relief to that caregiver.
Yeah,
so
I
that
love
they
it.
can sustain them through
I
their
love
life.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's something what you said was familiar. That's something I never heard of, really. And I've been in that industry since I was 19, but I never heard nothing for the caregivers.
Oh, yes.
I always hear something for the actual we used to call them consumers. The actual consumers. That's what I used to always hear all type of resources for, but never the caregiver.
yeah.
And I like that. I really like that. So you heard it here on RedLip Talk Podcast. We have Sinder Coleman Miller, and she wants you to go to cinderk.com. Also, she has a beautiful agency, an agency that helps the caregivers, which is called Care Therapy Inc. And how could they get in touch with you for Care Therapy Inc? The same way
The
for
same way.
the same exact
you
way.
You can go to either one of those websites. You can also, of course, call me
Okay.
here locally,
Okay.
504-782-4629.
All right. She's not going nowhere. We're going to take a break right now, but we don't want you to go anywhere because we're going to talk a little bit more a little bit more, and we're going to do our takeaways. Don't go nowhere. You're tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast with your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva. And now I have Cinder K. Miller on the couch with me. We don't want you to go nowhere. Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Red Lip Talk. Red Lip Talk. Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea. Red Lip Talk. Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea. Red Lip Talk.
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana. For more information, contact us at 504-348-0132.
Hello, everybody. I am author Vanessa J. Ross, and you are tuning into Red Lip Podcast.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Marrero, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
Welcome back to Red Lip Talk Podcast. We're on episode 53, and we have a special guest in the building, Cinder K. Miller, owner of CinderK.com, owner of Care Therapy, Inc. She has a lot going on. I call her the marketing queen. So much going on in the community and everything. And we just wanted you to talk a little bit more about the event that's coming up on May 18. Okay. And you say you have a caregiver support team, right?
Group, yes.
A support group.
Absolutely.
So she want to talk a little bit more about that. Tell us about the community event that you have coming up on May 18.
Community event. Pastor Orrin Grant and the St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church, 1509 Monroe Street in Gretna. That's the McDonaldville area. They will be having their annual Spring Fest Saturday from 10 till 3, and we're inviting everyone to come out. You'll have a gospel stage. Food for seniors will be there. 30-plus vendors. Food galore.
Free event. I want to keep saying
free event.
It's a free event. You don't have to pay to come in.
No.
It's a free event.
No.
And especially they have a lot of resources, food for seniors,
Absolutely.
everything else. They want you to come out. You gotta come out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Free resources. They'll have an area for the children, the bouncy toys and the popcorn machine. So it's something for everybody. Okay. And again, we're reiterating seniors. Seniors come out. We will have food and produce there for seniors, which is very important. So that's an exciting. It's going to be an exciting time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And usually, let me tell y'all, when Cinder K. Miller, CinderK.com put on something, you better come on.
Come on.
You better come on. Because guess what? It's going to be an amazing event. A lot of resources, really connected in this state. I'm going to say states, okay? Yes.
Region.
She say yes, region, yes. Look, we have to do a shimmy, Cinder. So we want y'all to definitely come out. And then we're going to talk about your amazing websites that you got going on.
Yeah. I just like to expound on the caretherapy.online.
Okay.
Online. That is the nonprofit agency, and our goal for that agency is to work, to uplift, to encourage, and to heighten awareness about caregivers.
Okay.
Caregivers. We know that we have a tremendous love for seniors, but in order for our seniors to get the optimum care that they deserve, the people who take care of them have to have care. And so that's what we're doing. We have a we're starting our new our group sessions
Okay.
for caregivers where they can come in, where they can relax, where they can just talk,
Yeah.
where they can exchange ideas and strategies for caring
And
for their loved
release.
ones. Yeah.
And release.
Because as they're dealing with aging individuals who are entering into stages of dementia and Alzheimer's, there are different strategies. There's different coping mechanisms that you can tap in. If we're talking together,
Yeah.
then we can share information, and then we can also not feel like we're alone.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah,
because
and I feel isolated.
Right.
Like you have a team. Like they say, teamwork makes the dream work. I say that all the time in a salon. That's like a thing that I always say. And I notice when we're not in a team mode, I see things different in the salon. You know, so teamwork definitely makes the dream work. People don't know it takes a village.
Oh, yes.
It takes a village.
yes.
They say
Yes.
it takes a village for children. It takes a village for a successful business. It takes a village for a podcast. It takes a village for what you're
Successful
doing as far as life. Yes, it
yes,
takes a village.
absolutely.
So it takes teamwork makes the dream work. And I love the
Absolutely.
fact that you're doing that for caregivers because like I said, I've been in that field since I was 19 years old and I never heard of it. I never heard of anything of something for
Right,
the
for the
caregivers.
caregivers, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
I supervised 16 homes for people that were seniors and had mental disabilities, developmental disabilities, and I never heard of nothing for the caregivers. Yeah.
Many
So I
of
love
these
it.
people are unpaid. These caregivers are unpaid.
Yeah.
So they're living off of, maybe one or two incomes. And we know how the economy is now. And so it's stressful. And they also have to take their loved ones to the doctor. They have to take them to therapy. They're dealing with their children and their grandchildren now. So it's just so much. And this is why that this demographic, those boomers, that
Yeah.
they're passing away. You
Yeah.
see it every day.
Because
It's
they're taking
of
care of
stress.
they're taking care of their loved ones, but they're not taking care of themselves.
themselves.
And I know when being in a group home setting, I supervised 16 homes for people that had developmental disabilities. It was a thing that we had a particular schedule that we always had to abide by, the name of the website. We're going to talk about the name of your website one more time.
Sure.
But what I was saying was, it was a particular schedule that we used to always have to go by for maintenance for the person who we called them consumers.
That's
who actually has, so you talking about dental appointments, mammograms, IEPs. We had to and you had to get all this stuff done according to state in order to get funding.
Absolutely.
So you had to have each
Absolutely.
thing done. So
Absolutely.
think about that type of stress on an actual loved one, family member in the home, that I have to get all this done,
Have to get
or
it done.
we might lose the income or something.
Might lose the waiver.
That's
but
right.
Check this out.
Mhm.
They're doing it for their loved ones, but they're not doing it for themselves. You understand?
I get
so
it.
while they're taking care of their loved ones so that they can meet these guidelines to keep this income and these waivers going, then they're being neglected.
Yeah.
And no one is saying, hey, you need to.
Yeah.
Have you taken
care of yourself? Did you set your appointment?
Yeah, mental health. Have you had therapy? Do you have someone? And so that's why, again, going back, one thing works with another.
Yeah.
The resource fairs and the health fairs are where we get resources.
Yeah.
So that the caregivers and the seniors will know how to have quality of life.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if we live 100 years, if we're sick and broken down and have no life quality.
Yeah.
So it all works together. And these are the things that we're teaching on caretherapy.com.
So tell us that website again,
Sure.
where they can go online and actually reach out to you. Is there a way they
Absolutely.
can put their information in and
Absolutely.
everything?
Yes, it is.
Tell us the website again.
Yes, your contact information, go to caretherapy.online. Okay, not .com, caretherapy.online. And we have resources there. We're still building it up so that we can get more and more resources to you. But you will hear more about us in the community. We have a book coming out that's going to have a lot of this information in it. We're going to be doing events.
I'm going to have to get Harrison Holmes in there now.
Oh, yeah, you have
Yeah,
to.
I do.
And then we're looking at our big event will be October, because October is Caregivers Month, and it's also Breast Cancer Awareness.
Wow.
So we're just really going to blow it out out the water in October.
Love it.
For
Love
our
it.
caregivers and our seniors.
Love it.
Yes,
Love it. Well, I thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
coming on the podcast on today. And we do our takeaway moments. We're gonna do it all in the one today.
Okay.
But takeaways are brought to you always by Spice Divas Beauty Bar. But before we get into our takeaways, you know what takeaways are, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh yeah. She said I'm familiar. I know what it is. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk about how you can download the NOTN app in your Google Play or Apple Store for free today for 24-hour podcast, music, and more. You can catch all the podcasts that's on New Orleans Talk Network, and of course, you can listen to RedLip Talk podcast every day, weekdays at 1 p.m. Follow us on YouTube at New Orleans Talk Network to help our page grow by subscribing to our channel. Click the notification bell to stay up to date with Red Lip Talk podcast. To donate to our platform, please visit our website, NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Donations, we're bringing amazing people on the podcast that giving you a wealth of resources. You getting to know where events are being located. So if you like what you're seeing and you want to keep us going, go on the website and definitely give a donation to New Orleans Talk Network and Red Lip Talk podcast. So if you wanted to do that, you can go to New Orleans Talk Network /RedLipTalkPodcast.com. Okay? All right. So let's get into the takeaways, right? This has been an amazing show. Let's get into takeaways. What would you want to tell someone looking in the camera, leaving from this podcast, or anything that happened today that you want to share and want them to leave the podcast with?
Just that, Kree. Look at the information. Look at it again. Listen to it and tell somebody. Tell somebody about the event on Saturday. Share that information. I'm sure that when they come out, they're going to receive something. They're not going to leave like they came. That's number one. Secondly, go to caretherapy.online. Everybody has a senior. Everyone knows a caregiver. It may not be the caregiver of a senior. It may be a caregiver of a spouse. Yes. Children are in trouble. Yes. If you're taking care of someone, you're a caregiver, and you need stress relief. You need to know to take care of yourself, and you need someone you can talk to. So go to caretherapy.online. My number is 504-782-4629, and I am at your service.
Oh, thank you. You heard it from Sinder K. Miller. We want y'all to definitely go to her website and take care of yourself. My takeaway today is just knowing your value. I was listening, I was writing today, and I switched it up today. Usually my motivational thing I listen to is Eric Thomas, right? But today I was listening to my baby 50 Cent because I love 50 Cent. Everybody know I love 50 Cent. He's getting closer to me here in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm going to have to go visit out there or put my resume in, one of the two, to do hair on Saturday. But look, seriously, y'all, this is my takeaway. My takeaway is to definitely know your value. God is working on me with that, Cinder. He's like, you got to know your value and who you are, and we have to know that. And we're not meant to go everywhere. We're not meant to be everywhere because some people don't know your value.
We're not for everybody.
We're not for everybody because some people don't know your value or appreciate your value.
Oh.
There we go. Appreciate your value. And that's what I heard today 50 Cent said. He said, certain places I don't go into because I want to, if you don't appreciate my value and what I give, it's a waste of my time and energy.
Yes.
To come where you want me to come. So I'm being selective in this season as to where I bring my value. So I leave that to you, the viewers and listeners. Know your value. It can be just business. It can be in a relationship. If you're not being valued in the way that you think you're supposed to be valued, back off from it. It can be family members. It can be whatever. If you know your value and people are not treating you accordingly to the value that you are, because if you keep being subjecting yourself to stay in a situation where you're not being valued, it's going to do what? Diminish your value. Absolutely. And then you're going to start looking at yourself like I ain't worth nothing.
Correct.
I don't care where you may not be financially. I don't care where you might not be materially. You know your value. You know the plans that God has for your life. He said, Jeremiah 29:11, I know the plans that I have for you. So whatever plans he have, it's between you and him. So they may not know your value, but God knows your value. So that's the big thing. I want you to. We ain't saying that today. Know your value, okay? That's our takeaway. Thank you for tuning in to Red Lip Talk Podcast with your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva. And I have Cinder K. Miller on the sofa. I'm calling her the marketing queen, right? The queen
diva
of marketing, all right? So we want y'all to definitely go to her amazing event on May 18 from 10 to 3 in Donaldsonville. McDonaldville. I want to say Donaldsonville so bad.
Yes.
McDonaldville.
1509 Monroe Street.
Okay, 1509 Monroe Street. We want y'all to beat us there. Y'all gotta go there. It's free. Thank you guys for tuning into Red Lip Talk Podcast. We're gonna see you next episode. And we're going to see you next episode, Monday, 1 p.m. We want to see you there. Meet us there, beat us there, and beat us at that event May 18th from 10 to 3.
10 to 3.
All right. Bye-bye. Mwah.
Red Lip Talk. Red Lip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Red Lip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Red Lip Talk.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
This is Constable Kendall Bussy, and you just tuned in to the Red Lip Talk Podcast.
The wait is over. This is your favorite prophetess, Chanel Jones, and I want to introduce to